going on, guys? And today I'm going to be teaching you how to, model and rig your own glue stretch or glue effect in Blender. So you can just go on to make some absolutely wonderful things, I'm sure. Before we get started, you'll need basic Blender knowledge, so knowing how to move your camera around, different shortcuts, stuff like that. And you will also preferably want a character or a rig already made. With that, let's just get started. So here is our victim, our little test subject for the tutorial. First, we're going to go into object mode, and then we're going to add a cube. Now we're going to size the cube down just a bit there. We want the cube to go over the foot, so we'll make it a little bit longer, move it forward a little bit, and size it. Now that you got your cube, the next step is we're going to add a shrink wrap modifier to the cube. If I could find the fucking thing, there it is. And then we're going to set the target to the body using this little eyedropper tool right here. So you click that, and then you click on the body. Also, one more step before we continue. Make sure the cube has enough subdivisions. So we're going to click subdivide, go down here, and then just bring that number up to 10. Yeah, that sounds good. Do a little bit more actually, I don't know. It's really up to you. It depends on how much you hate your computer. I'll probably just leave it at 10 because my computer is not the greatest. You now got a little bit of glue forming around the foot. Now you can move this up or down. Depends on how much you want it to cover the foot. I don't want it to cover too much, so I think we're in there. It's good enough. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to go up to this little object button right here. Like that, and then we're going to go down to convert, and then press convert to mesh. And then now you can move this around freely, and it doesn't shrink wrap anymore. And then next step is we're going to size it up a little bit, and then move it down. Wonderful. So now, look at that. Perfect. Wonderful. And if you want to make it smoother, this is really easy. Just click on number modifier, and then select subdivision surface. Then that automatically smoothens it out. And again, depending on how much you hate your PC, you can make this number go up to about, pretty sure it's an infinite amount of subdivisions you can add. I'm only going to add one because I don't want to kill my PC. So from here, the next step is to actually convert to mesh again so we can do this correctly. We want there to be enough, faces at the bottom so we can make strands. So convert that to mesh. There we go, that's better. Now, the next step is to press free on your number pad to go into face select mode, while in edit mode, of course. And then we're just going to select a bunch of different faces on the bottom of this. Now, these faces, these are going to be the strands that, come out from the glue. There we go. That seems about a good amount. Okay, once you've done that, all you want to do is press E. And then if it does this, that's going to be weird. If you don't want that, you just press E and then you press Z to, make it straight. Okay, so the next step is to add a vertex group. So making sure you're still in edit mode, we're going to press 1 to go back to vertices select. And then we're going to make a new vertex group. And you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it strands. So in wireframe mode, just make sure you have all of these vertices down here selected, and then we're going to press remove, and then we're going to press Control I, and then press assign. So now with this vertex group, all of these top ones are assigned to the vertex group, and all these ones are not in the vertex group, which is what we want. Now the next step is rigging. Now it's actually very easy, don't panic. Literally all you need to do is just make sure you have the glue selected first, because Blender is very particular about the way you select things. I'm not sure why, but anyway, make sure the glue is selected first, and then select the bone armature, and then we're going to press Control and P, and then we're going to press with empty grips. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the glue, go up back to the modifiers, and then you'll see that it has a new modifier called armature. Now, we're going to press vertex group, and then we're going to click the new vertex group that we made earlier. And now the next step is to transfer the weights. Now this is also very easy. All you need to do is press the body first. Make sure you click the body first. And then we click the glue. And then we go from object mode to weight paint mode. Click weights. Transfer weights. And then down here where it says source layer selection, I think. It doesn't say the full thing. But anyway, make sure that goes from active layer to by name. And then that should be it. Now, observe. Look at that. Look at that. Easy as that. And then you can move the foot around as much as you want, and the strands will connect perfectly to it. Isn't that just fucking nice? I sound like a complete and utter fucking degenerate. Probably because I am. Anyway. Now, what if you want to move the strands around, you know? You can move the foot around, that's all nice, but what if you want to move the strands? What if it's not in a position you want, right? Well, we can do that also very easily. So, we're going to click the glue. We're going to go into tab to go back into edit mode. Wireframe. Okay, so we're going to make sure all of these are selected, and then we're going to press Control and then H, and then press Hook to New Object. Now, that's it. From now on, if you click this little thing right here, and then move that around, look at that, moves the strands. Sick, right? You can even size that up and make the strands thicker. See? And it just works. It just works. Works perfectly. And you can move this literally just anywhere. Move this hook literally anywhere and it'll stay connected to the foot. So from here, we can go back to our modifiers and we can add another subdivision. Just like that. And if you want it, if you don't want it to do that, what you can do is you can go back into face select mode. You can just select all these and press X and select faces. And then now, bottom of the faces are gone, but you still have a more smooth looking blue strand, which I think's pretty fucking nice. And again, like I said, it's like fully resizable. You can make it, you can just make it thicker, or you can just make it longer, or you can do both. And it will conform around all the foot, so you can do this, and it will still, you know, deform properly, which is nice. I mean, yeah, that was pretty much it. I hope you learned something. I hope this helped. If it didn't, let me know so I can try making it again and, you know, making myself more clear. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and go make something cool. My fucking dumbass forgot to put this in the video, but if you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them as fast as I can. Yeah, that's it. Thanks. See you later.